Happy Monday, everybody, and hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Okay, that got a little old a little quick, so won't use that one again, but welcome to Alex's Comedy Club. I'm your host this evening, Alex, and I'm so excited for this fantastic lineup we got for you. Before we get started, finish ordering those drinks and ordering that food, but here's the lineup for the evening. First, we got Alex Frisch, and that's about it. So, give a nice round of applause for Alex Frisch. Hey everyone, you can hold the applause. Thank you so much for coming out to Alex's Comedy Club this evening and supporting me and my adventure of stand-up. Thank you for this beautiful host. I know he worked so hard to put this together for you all. I'm gonna just jump right in and start talking about myself. So I'm Alex, like I said, and I come from the great state of New Jersey. Dirty Jers for all of you people. Also, all you people who can't pump gas, I got you. I also want to just mention how I love the Jersey Shore. Not the TV show, the place. But, speaking of TV, I want to talk about quickly The Office and Parks and Rec, some of my favorite TV. In both those shows, they break that third wall a lot, and they kind of just look at the camera like... And after a while, I found myself doing that. Like, I'd be doing something and I would just pretend there's a camera there and go, which I know there's not, but there's so many quality life things that happen. I'm like, if only I can look at the camera like, they saw that too. Like, they saw that stupid thing happen as well. Or they saw me trip and fall and I'm just like, that happens. But I got that weird habit of doing it, so... I just really am waiting for that moment that I get my TV show. If that's weird to say. I'm not going to get one. But it would be fun, no? But I also want to talk about some books I like to read. So I love, number one, reading. Self-help. I kind of go down this deep rabbit hole and I can talk about it for hours and then become like my own self-help book yelling at you, which I won't do, and save you the time and the energy and just say, it's good. But I also love reading memoirs. So I always read a memoir here and there, but some things about memoirs really stick with me because they always find a reason to tell you about random moments in childhood. Like Michelle Obama. She sat down, great book, Michelle Can Do No Wrong. I love Michelle Obama with all my heart. I just want to say that. But she wrote about her piano recital when she was a young child. I go, why is this important? I am Confucian. And I just sit there and I go, okay. At the end, she ties it in beautifully and just is like, her life is beautiful and you're like, I understand this so wholly and I cannot explain it properly because I won't do it justice, but I'm like, yes, I know why she put that in. And then I sat there thinking like, okay, when I write my memoir, right? Because why wouldn't I have a memoir if I write my memoir? What would I put in my book? And I go, this is a great story. And it is the story of when I fell asleep at nap time, right? So basically, I fell asleep at nap time. We had 10 minutes for a superpower nap because 20 minutes is a power nap. And I fell asleep, and everyone woke up at the end of the 10 minutes, and I did not. And everyone just was like, okay, he's tired, he's still asleep. They shake me a little bit. But, like, I'm a heavy sleeper. They shake me again, and I don't wake up. And then they ended up carrying me around on a blue mat all day, because what else would they do? So I also went to a Jewish preschool at my temple, so keep that in mind. They're walking me around on this mat, and they ended up calling my parents, being like, hi, your son fell asleep at nap time, and we can't wake him up. Panic. They're all panicked now. The temple's panicked. My parents are panicked. 911 gets called. Wow, that took a... Okay. So they call 911. I am up at this point, which is like a good sign because I'm not dead. And then they put me in an ambulance. So they take me in the ambulance and I get carted off to the hospital in this ambulance. Then the rabbi drove my parents' car. The cantor drove her car. And then they all went to the hospital, so then the rabbi can get home, and we had a car to get home in. And after some tests, or whatever, I don't really remember the tests, I just remember watching TV and eating cookies, because I was a child, just goes, yeah, he's tired. And at that point, you just want to go, right? Anyway, that's just, like, I was just thinking, like, that would be in my memoir. Like, that is, I guess, important enough that I'd put it in one of those first few chapters of Alex's life. No one understands why it's there and why we have this information, but somehow it's going to be really formative. And I'm just like, wow, that is memoir gold. Like, that's important. So thank you, Michelle Obama, for teaching me that, number one. Number two, I also want to talk about some of my passions. Not my atypical passions, because that can be boring, but also my Target passion. If you don't know me, I love Target. I spend a lot of time there. And a lot of the stuff I wear is Target endorsed, kind of, because it's like, where's this from? Target. Where's this from? Target. Where's my underwear from? Target. My socks from? Target. So I wear a lot of Target. Yeah, I'm proud of it, kind of, not proud of it. I do it. Anyway, I love Target, right? And, you know, I just kind of do my thing in Target. We go there, Friday night hangouts, Target, chilling on the couch, regardless. But I'm just, you know, going through the clothing section and, like, you know, I fold the clothes and put it away. Like, that's what I gotta do. Because I worked in retail once, I know the pain of people not folding clothes properly, so I always make sure to do it. And one person came up to me and goes, "Excuse me, do you know where this is?" I go, "What?" They go, "Do you work here?" I go, "No." I might have been wearing everything from Target in that moment. Like, my entire outfit, minus my shoes, which were probably Birkenstocks at the point, but they're like, "Do you know where this is and do you work here?" I go, "No, I might be wearing everything from here, but I don't work here." But I'm like, "But what are you looking for?" And they go, "I'm looking for electronics." I'm like, "Oh, easy. Like, you want to buy the Apple Watches? They're right there. You go buy them. They're on the left. The iPhones are first, the Apple Watches are later, and the speakers are right there. And right after that, it's the Nintendo Switches, and you can get all that shebang." And it's like, I didn't work there, but I still was like, "Yeah, let me help you out." So you're welcome, Target, for being an unpaid ambassador / employee for you, because you're welcome. You're welcome. And after all that, I was just like, cool. You know, like, looking at that camera again, like... Anyway, like, my life is also kind of a little bit of a mess. Random things happen to me that you're just like, how did you not catch that? In particular, this was what comes to mind is I have really intense scoliosis. You can't tell because I'm great at hiding it, you know? But it's an S, right? Nice little S. And it was my senior year of high school when we found out. And my doctor's like, you know, doing a yearly checkup, and he goes, "Boy, you got real bad scoliosis." I go, "What?" And I just kind of look at the camera like, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Yeah, it's like bad. You should get an x-ray." We get an x-ray, and like, my spine is majorly curved. It's not straight. It knew I was not straight before I knew I was not straight. Anyway, after all that, I just was like, how can we miss this? And then a couple years later, I came out as, you know, and I'm like, it's really just funny, like, that the world knew I wasn't straight. My spine knew I wasn't straight, but yet I was not caught up on my own book, which will be in my memoir, because I will be writing that book and be like, at this moment in life, I caught up on my book, my memoir, and I became gay. Wow. But there's just moments like that, like, life was a little bit of a mess, and how do you just kind of mutter through that situation? And the piece of advice I want to give, I'm going to give you that self-help advice. It's kind of self-help, kind of just help. It's smile and nod. I don't know the amount of times I just go, yeah, wow. Yeah, I can totally do that. Yes! They're like, "How are you?" Yeah, I'm good, yeah. And it's just, people buy into that smile and nod. So keep that in mind when you're going through that. Like, can you speak to this audience? Yes, I can. Yeah, smile and nod. And then you can, and you do it, and you just kind of mutter your way through Like, with a smile and a nod. But taking that front wheel, self-help book closed, moving past that. I just wanted to say, though, thank you so much for having me tonight. You guys have been great. I loved chatting with you and speaking at you. Catch you back here at another night at Alex's Comedy Club. Good night, guys. Bye. Give it up for Alex. Wasn't he great, guys? I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming to Alex's Comedy Club. We're so happy we got to open this space up. Don't forget to tip your waiters and buy that last drink and that last app, and you should be getting on your way. And if you're your own waiter tonight, tip yourself, because treat yourself. Okay, guys, and on that note, Alex is out, and catch you back here at another night. Good night, everyone.